time on Friday Night Impact.
The following contest is a stretcher match. Introducing first from Nashville, Tennessee, Eric Young.
I explained in a video on ImpactWrestling.com earlier this week that this stretcher match is a little different. There's no line that you need to push your opponent on the gurney past. There's no ambulance. You got to get your opponent on top of the gurney. You have to strap both of the straps. Then and only then will we have a victor.
Pretty simple, you would think, right?
Barbaric and simple, and could be exactly what Eric Young needs here tonight. This man is sadistic.
We have seen a side of Eric Young we have never seen before.
Earlier tonight, Eric Young proclaimed that he will end the career of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have tried, Josh, and a lot of people have failed.
And his opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Olympic gold medalist and world heavyweight champion, Kurt Angle.
6 times, Kurt Angle has been TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He's the first ever TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
And he's there for a reason, because he is one of the best ever in the sport of professional wrestling.
Last week ended chaos when Eric Young had Kurt Angle bloodied and in a figure 4 leg lock.
Kurt Angle is a wrestler's wrestler, but make no mistake, Josh, Kurt Angle can become vicious and he can become violent, and he's going to need to do so against Eric Young in this match.
Kurt Angle looked to be favoring his knee, and I believe there's a gigantic bruise on the chest of Kurt Angle. That has to be from what happened last week and the beatdown that Angle received at the hands of the sadistic Eric Young.
Well, the extreme nature of the attacks by Eric Young on Kurt Angle are going to have to take an effect at some point. Yes, but Kurt Angle is a machine. He won the Olympic gold medal with a broken neck. Eric Young's got to know this and know that he's going to have to go places he's never been to try to take out Kurt Angle and strap him on that stretcher.
No countouts, no disqualifications.
Hardcore justice.
Stretcher match. It is hardcore justice. It's what tonight's been all about. Next week's all about EC3 versus Mr. Anderson.
The fans get to vote the stipulations, Josh.
Head over to ImpactWrestling.com and vote.
Oh!
Are you going to vote with EC3 for an arm wrestling match, or will you vote with Mr. Anderson for Falls Count Anywhere? Oh!
Of course, Ethan Carter III wants an arm wrestling match. Doesn't have to get in the ring then and actually wrestle Ken Anderson.
We'll see how it plays out next week, but right now, Kurt Angle, the world champion, Eric Young, a stretcher match.
These two already out on the floor. And using the rail, the stairs, and everything in between.
And all the animosity and frustration that's been building in Eric Young since January the 7th, when he turned his back on longtime friend Bobby Roode. Eric Young wants back the TNA World Championship. He was supposed to have that match last week, but Austin Aries said, hey, I'm cashing in my Feast or Fire contract. I'm going to go one-on-one with Kurt Angle. That sent Eric Young off the deep end. Eric Young went nuts and took out Austin Aries before his championship match was ever official.
Which means Aries is still a factor in the picture of the heavyweight title.
Absolutely, because the match was never official last week. The bell never rang, and Austin Aries still has his contract for a world title match.
Shoulder right into the post, can separate.
Angle down on the outside, Eric Young building momentum in our stretcher match main event on Hardcore Justice. Welcome back to Friday Night Impact. This is our main event. Kurt Angle, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, one-on-one with Eric Young in a stretcher match.
And it's been all Eric Young since Kurt Angle went through those ropes and took that pole to the shoulder.
Eric Young was in control throughout the break, as Al mentioned. It's been an incredible night thus far on Hardcore Justice. We have a new X Division champion in Kenny King. Taryn Terrell successfully defended her Knockouts championship against Brooke.
Oh, beautiful high belly to belly by Kurt Angle. Eric Young wise to roll out, probably knocked the wind out of it.
Drew Galloway went one-on-one with Loki in a pipe on a pole match, and the BDC and the Rising went at it post-match.
Oh! Kurt Angle uncharacteristically coming off the ring apron and paying for it by Eric Young.
And the night began with a six-man street fight. The Hardys and Davey Richards defeated the Revolution. And now Eric Young.
Oh my God.
Remember what Eric Young did to Austin Aries just last week? A pile driver on the steel steps.
And that's just as bad, just stomped with all his weight on the back of Kurt Angle's head right into those same steel steps.
Kurt Angle's surgically repaired neck. And Eric Young feels he's done enough.
After a stomp to the back of the head, it probably was.
Eric Young has the stretcher. Remember, he's got to get Kurt Angle up onto the gurney and then strap both of those straps together. Lock Angle in. Oh, man.
And Kurt Angle just keeps going. Oh, and a boot to the face by Eric Young.
Kurt Angle's a machine with no off switch. But Eric Young is relentless. And now Angle is looking at German suplex. Eric Young right off the ring.
Is he going to do it? Eric Young holding on for dear life. Angle hits this. Oh.
Eric Young somehow fights free.
Eric Young is so driven to prove that he's worthy. He doesn't realize that just by his once holding that world title that was all the proof he needed. Now look, he's adjusting that shin guard.
And that hard plastic shin guard that Eric Young's been using to his advantage. It backfired though, and Kurt Angle's fired up.
You don't want a fired up Kurt Angle in that ring with you. Whoop, he's got him hooked.
German suplex, hands locked at Angle, looking for another one.
Two.
Kurt Angle looking for the trifecta of German suplexes. Eric Young wisely got to the turnbuckle.
Yep, took the turnbuckle pad with him.
And Angle looking for a fourth.
Young trying to desperately hold on to that rope. He keeps taking it, oh, went out to the floor.
Yeah, but Kurt Angle held on.
Still hooked on. Such grip strength.
Oh! And the shin guard. In the perfect place there. It's the only way that Eric Young was going to escape from Kurt Angle.
And no, he knew if he didn't escape, he was going to be finished.
And Eric Young looking pile driver on the outside. Kurt Angle counters.
Double leg. Oh! Slingshot right into the ring post.
And Angle slam on the outside. Unbelievable. One more look at Kurt Angle. And the Angle slam on the outside.
These two have been just killing each other, trying to get the other man down long enough to where they can strap him onto that gurney.
And Kurt Angle has it in his possession for the first time in this match.
And now he's got to go all the way back over, pick Eric Young up, and take him all the way back over to that gurney and then strap him down. Not an easy job to do.
Last week it was Austin Aries who was strapped to the gurney, taken out of the arena. This week, it may be Eric Young.
He's got one.
That's one.
He's got one, Josh.
This after an Angle slam on the floor.
He's almost... Eric Young's fighting, raking the eyes, tearing at the nose, ripping at the mouth.
Eric Young fought free. You gotta get both of those straps put together, and Kurt Angle only had one. The match continues.
Looks like Eric Eric setting him up. Trying to use that shin guard again.
Looking for the figure 4 yet again. Angle fights free. Eric Young looking pile driver. Eric
Fight,
Young
struggling.
can't connect.
Kurt Angle, reverse, and ankle lock. Oh my God.
Kurt Angle has the ankle lock locked in.
If Eric Young,
Doesn't matter if he taps.
well, yeah.
There's only one way to win the match.
Kurt Angle could apply that for so long and put Eric Young in so much pain he could black out.
And then Kurt Angle could, Angle!
Right into the exposed turnbuckle.
Angle went head first.
Right into that steel turnbuckle, face first. Oh! And
Eric Young just delivered the pile driver to the surgically repaired neck of Kurt Angle.
after Angle hit head first into that steel turnbuckle. Eric Young had torn that pad off in desperation, trying to keep himself from being German suplexed. It was exposed and open, and Kurt Angle went straight in. Oh, no, 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 no. Is he going to do it again?
A second
oh,
pile driver.
You can see a little bit of blood on the top of Kurt Angle's head. Must have split him open a little bit.
Kurt Angle's out cold.
How could he not be, Josh? Two pile drivers, head first into a steel turnbuckle.
Remember earlier in the match when Eric Young stomped on the back of Kurt Angle's neck on the steel steps?
Yep, that's all got to take an effect. Let's hope he can pull it together.
The lifeless body of Kurt Angle. And Angle now on the stretcher.
Yes. Will Kurt be able to fight back?
Eric Young closing in on a victory here.
Oh,
Eric
the
Young.
first strap.
Eric Young may beat the
Got
TNA
a
World
hook.
Heavyweight Champion.
Kurt's got to pull it together. Can he?
No, Kurt Angle's out. Eric
got it.
Young
Oh.
just beat the world champion.
Your winner, Eric Young!
That is huge, Josh. That's enormous. The #1 contender literally just defeated the world champion in a non-title match. What does this mean?
Eric Young, sadistic, deranged, bloodthirsty, wants the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
And has proven that he can beat Kurt Angle. Will he be able to do it when the title's on the line?
But what happens next? Is Eric Young going to get a TNA World Heavyweight Championship match? The #1 contender, the man #1 on the Impact Top 5, just beat the world champion. More questions than answers as it relates to the world title.